Hey everybody, Like a Blades here, and in today's video, I'm back outside, but I wanted to talk about the newest knife to my collection, which is the GP Blades Jawbone. Sorry, it escaped my mind for a second. But not specifically the flipping. That's not what I want to talk about. Exactly. I'll touch on it, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I really want to talk about is the fact that this is completely handmade. And by the way, I need to say this now, not sponsored. I am not sponsored by GP Blades or anything of the sort. This is not a paid promotion. This is me and my feelings for the product and the maker itself. So, hate on me if you want, but deal with it. Again, not a paid sponsorship or sponsorship of any sort. So, yeah. This is the GP Blades Jawbone, which here, I'll pull up his Instagram right quick. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try and move over here to the shade. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, I don't fucking know. I'll pull a video or a picture up of it, like right here, just in case. But Griff, otherwise known as GP Blades, is a custom knife maker, as well as apparently a martial artist, which I did not know, but that's not important. What is important is these are completely handmade, made to order by Griff on his own. The handles are 6AL4V titanium, or grade 5 titanium, for those of you who don't know. While the blade is either made of AEBL, which is the same steel as the Talisong Z and the Kraken, or what mine is made of, Nitro V. I chose to have Nitro V, and luckily he had it on order already, so I was able to pick that, and he was willing to do it for me. But yeah, Nitro V blade, which he hand draws the design for the knife itself. He'll ask you what kind of creature you want it to be based off of. He'll find a reference photo, or you can produce one yourself that you find online, and he will then go and draw it to your specifications, let you decide if you want to make any changes or anything like that. He will work with you as much as humanly possible. Like, this dude is awesome. He's a great guy to deal with, and I cannot recommend him anymore. But from the drawing, as soon as you say you like it and he has the materials on hand, he will be getting to work. He starts with the handles, then he cuts out the blade, goes on to the spacers, and works from there. This blade is not only handmade, but it is hand sculpted, polished, and blackened. As you can see, the intricate details. It has gums. It's not just teeth and jawbone, which there's bone texturing to the spine of the blade, which I find awesome. This is all hand done with a Dremel. He does all of this detailing with a Dremel. Like, I can't even express how awesome that is with words. I'm at a loss if I even tried. Now, they all flip very differently. Some are blade biased, some are handle biased, some are heavy as shit, some are not. This is perfect for me. It might not be perfect for you, but I love it. Is it my favorite flipper of my entire collection? Hell no, not by any means. But that does not mean it is not a good flipper. This is a very good flipper. I love it, and it will probably always be in my pocket just because of how fucking cool it is. Now, for those of you who know my collection, or have seen my collection video, ow, you may know that I have a lot of custom knives. I have a Solo, Magnet, Talisong, all this other stuff. But this is the first knife I've ever bought that I've personally commissioned to my own specs. This is something I paid to have made, not something I bought that was already made and got secondhand. The Solo I got, it was already made at Blade Show by Joe, and now I have it. So, the Magnet, I got that secondhand. The Talisong, got that secondhand. All of my customs have either been secondhand or pre-made. This is the first commission I've made to have something made for me. And I don't think I could have gotten a better first commission knife than this. Like, the intricate details that go into these is insane. This knife, I think I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again just in case. It is 4.8 ounces. That's kind of heavy, but it looks so much heavier. It looks like it would flip like a brick, but it doesn't. When you're flipping it, you actually don't even realize it is as heavy as it is. Of course, if you get into flipping it for a long, long period of time, you'll start to notice it, but this thing just does what you want it to do. Now, I'm going to say this. When I first got it out of the box, there were a few tuning issues. It had some pretty serious bind, which I then talked to Griff about. He got back to me in like an hour, which is awesome customer service, but he is a one guy in a shop, so I wouldn't expect that fast of a response time from anybody, ever. But that was awesome. Thank you, buddy, if you're watching this. And we not only talked about what different kind of issues could have been causing that bind, but I went and recorded a video just like this one, but at my desk, of me taking this thing apart, cleaning it, and showing him every little detail of everything I could so that we could think about what possibly caused it to bind. By the way, bushings are perfect. This thing, very little play, which I think is on the screen. Yeah, very little play, very little tap, but that's because it's a tight channel sandwich, so I still need to go work that blade in a little bit better. No bind. This thing flips perfectly now. It doesn't stick any. But what we were thinking is there was either a little bit of metal dust or shaving stuck in here that he did not see when putting it together, which it's possible. It's a handcrafted piece of artwork that does a flip good. Or, more likely, the Texas sun cooked this thing so much that the bushings expanded on a microscopic level that gave this thing bind. Like, the bushings expanded in that hole, in the bushing hole, to the point where the handles just did not want to swing properly. But after taking it apart and cleaning it, everything kind of cooled down, and now, after just a little bit of work and oiling and a little bit of break-in, she is working perfectly. Doing everything I could possibly ask her to. And this thing has no business ringing the way it does. But that just adds to it. Like, I don't understand. Then the handles on the bottom, they are perfectly rounded, but square at the same time. So palm fans, which I can't do, but I can feel how they would feel awesome. Like, they don't dig into you like something the magnet would. Look at these sharp corners. I'm gonna pull this out for a second. When I'm just doing this against my palm, oh boy, that digs into my skin so much, and I hate it. But this is one of my favorite flipping knives, so I give it a pass on that. But these are both handmade. One's in America, one's, I think, Polish? I don't remember. But that's the magnet. That's not what we're here about. We're here about this, which I've been talking about this entire time, which I just can't get over. I mean, if you can see the ano, if you look inside these cutouts from here, it's like gold, black, brown, light brown, and all of that together at one time. I don't know how the hell he did this ano, but it is perfect. I asked him to try and do a brindle pattern anodization to kind of match my dog's fur pattern, because this is a dire wolf jaw. Like, this is half of the upper jaw of a dire wolf, which, for those of you who don't know, is a very extinct species of wolf. Scientists apparently have brought it back, but they are not pure dire wolves. They are hybrids, so I don't count them. They're also tiny, so yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. This thing is just, I can't put it into words. I love it in every way, shape, and form that I possibly can. I also asked him to sharpen the canine tooth, which he sure as hell did. Is it a razor? No, but it will cut things. This will probably be my box opener from now on. I'll just and rip it open. And that tooth, oh boy, that tooth is pointy, which I can rub my thumb, my fingers on these teeth all day long and not get cut. But if they hit you, oh boy, that's gonna hurt, because they are pointy. Not as pointy as this bitch, but they are pointy. So yeah, watch out for that if you end up flipping one. These teeth, they will hurt you if you mess up bad enough, which I did ever so slightly. The canine tooth stabbed me in the thumb. That shit hurt, but I'm good. There's just so much that I want to say about this thing that I just don't know how to put into words. This knife is probably going to be my flagship knife, which maybe next time I make a video, I'll talk about the lore of the entire Lichen Blades brand and why this knife is so damn important to me. But that's only if people are interested in it. Other than that, I really think everybody who can afford it and have a place for it in their collection should get one. They are complete pieces of work, but they do flip good. It just depends on the design that you have, because sometimes, as I said, they can be blade biased, they can be handle biased, they can be neutral. It just depends. But being a sandwich design opens it up to modding capabilities. If the blade's too heavy, get heavier spacers. Spacers too heavy, get lighter spacers. Like, I was thinking, if this thing was overly handle heavy, I was just going to take out the spacers and get black and gold fat carbon spacers made for it. That would have lightened up the handles and given it a more unique look. But it is very neutral, so I don't need to. Sorry, my voice is getting really rough here. I haven't talked this much in a long time. I don't talk much in my day-to-day life, so yeah. But anyway, there's not much else I can really say about this thing. Oh, except that, as I said, this is completely handmade. Yeah, this is $650. $650. That's it. This is a $650 completely handmade custom piece. Which brings me back. Should you get one? Yes. If you can afford it and you have a place for it. Are they the greatest flippers of all time? No. But that's not their point. That's not their purpose. Their purpose is to be beautiful and badass as hell. Like, imagine someone pulling up on you like this with one of these bastards, trying to take your wallet and shit. Or you're defending yourself with this motherfucker. I would like to not get attacked by this damn thing, because that would hurt. That would hurt very bad. But for $650 and the amount of work that goes into these, they are impossible to beat. Their value is insane. Now, they don't have their own custom boxes or anything. They don't come with a sticker, which I was surprised about. But they come with a little business card, which is cool. And Griff sends them out with a bandage, so that's awesome. But I definitely need to talk to him about possibly getting some stickers made just to make these things more, well, not to make these more something, but so that we can actually show them off on our case, you know? Just show off his logo and whatnot, which, if you can see it, that thing's awesome. It kind of looks like a mythosaur, but not at the same time. I don't know. I'm not a huge Mandalorian fan. I'm not from that era of Star Wars. I'm from the original era of Star Wars, so Mandalorians aren't really a huge part of my knowledge, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. I genuinely don't know what else I can say, and I don't know if I can say much else because my voice is starting to hurt. I'm a little dehydrated because it's hot as fuck out here, and the wind has been blowing its ass off on me, so I'm probably getting tired. Well, no, I'm not probably getting tired. I am tired. Shit. So, yeah. That was a drop again, so I'm gonna call it here. One more aerial. That's it for the GP Blades Jawbone. Peace out, everybody.